Young girls, don't cry. You're not alone in the fight. The broken, the unspoken, we can't heal if the wound is open. It feels like no one cares to see your heart is bleeding. You cry is ignored when you are ill. When the wrong, the pain and lies are kept a secret to gain for their own benefit. Be strong. Be brave. You're too far away from the grave. Stand tall. We are here. We don't know the spirit of fear. We will overcome. Yes, we will overcome. We will overcome, yes, we will. We will overcome, yes, we will overcome. We will overcome, yes, we will. Liberia, when will we stop being the inferior? Our vulnerable children stripped of their innocence. It feels like no one cares to see your heart is bleeding. Your cry is ignored when you are ill. When the wrong, the pain and lies are kept a secret to gain for their own benefit. Be strong. Be brave. You're too far away from the grave. Stand tall. We are here. We don't know the spirit of fear. We will overcome. Yes, we will overcome. We will overcome. Yes, we will. We will overcome. Yes, we will overcome. We will overcome. Yes, we will. Liberia, we can't give up. They have turned their backs on us. Liberia, we can't give up. Liberia, we can't give up. Say it a little louder. They have turned their backs on us. Young girls, don't cry. You're not alone in the fight.
My Christmas on you. My Christmas on you. Huh. Happy Christmas Eve. Welcome to the Commander Galpohkpa Chesson Talk Show. We wake up today with some very interesting news that the FDA has approved a second pill for COVID-19. Now, this pill is made by Merck. It is not as effective as the first pill that is made by Pfizer. But better yet, it still suffices as a treatment for COVID-19. We also know that this is a busy weekend for traveling. Several airlines have already suspended traveling because their staff has contracted COVID-19. And we also know that gas prices remain high, $3 and something cents plus. Although they are coming down, slowly prices are coming down, but they remain stagnant for the time being as people travel this weekend. They are also concerned by police of distractions, impairments, and speeding this weekend. Take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. We also know that COVID-19 is impacting our sports activities. Right now, the sporting leagues and teams in America are considering shutting down. Several players have contracted COVID-19. They're looking at testing and different things going on. So this virus is impacting every aspect of life in our society. And we try not to close it down because we can't keep closing our society down. People got to get paid. People got to work. All these things impact money. And we got to keep lives and people sustained. Long lines are still continuing for people who want to be tested this weekend. So take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. Okay? That's it for the international news. On the local scene, my topics for the day are 1. Altering, modifying, and or changing official documents, contracts, etc. in Liberian society. 2. Lawmakers versus criminals in Liberia. 3. Who can save Liberia? Let me take a break and we'll start my first topic for the day. Analejoia, but my Christmas on you. Analejoia, oh, Analejoia, but my Christmas on you. My Christmas on you. Analejoia, but my Christmas on you. Y'all heard Joey a new song, eh? It's Christmas on us. But my Christmas on you. Another job we are. Okay, let's start my first topic. Altering, modifying, and changing official documents, contracts, etc. in Liberian society. What is the basic problem in our society today? We look at the CPP, We look at Liberty Party. Now we look at the Liberian legislature. What is the problem in our society today? People altering documents, people changing documents, people tampering with documents. Let me tell you all something in Liberian society. When people sit together and formulate documents, contracts, official agreements, memorandums of understanding, whatever you do that require people to sign, to authenticate the document as real and official. There are rules to tampering or changing anything on those documents after they have been signed. Those rules are both legal and binding. When you sign contracts or any kind of agreement, it signifies that there has been a meeting of the minds. In contracts, we say there has been something for something, quid pro quid. Something has been exchanged. It doesn't have to be equal. It doesn't have to be fair. It just has to be agreed upon. There has to be a meeting of the minds. You have to say, yes, I accept this. And yes, I will take this. Something for something. Give me something, I will give you something. It ain't got to be fair. It ain't got to be equal. It ain't got to be just. It just got to be agreed upon. There has to be a meeting of the minds. There can't be no duress. That means force or compelling people, at least for the signing of the documents. One side cannot be a minor. One side cannot be impaired in any way when you sign documents. So once you put your signature on any document, it becomes an official document, especially if you are working in the interest of the Liberian people, of the Republic of or for the Republic of Liberia. When you sign something, it is complete and final. Now, after it has been signed, if an I is dotted, if a T is crossed, if an X is removed, that is fraud. That is tampering with the document. That causes the document to become void. Void ab initio in the first place. You cannot tamper with a document after it has been signed. After two parties have signed a document, and that document has been made official by the signing, third parties who are not parties to that, even you party to the document, you cannot change the document without the other party's consent or being involved. And under the legal rule, the parole evidence rule, whatever you put in writing must be voided in writing. You cannot make a contract in writing and void it verbally. It has no impact. Why? Because you put signature on that document. And just as you fix that document, you have to void that document in the same way. So, when two people put documents together, when government officials sign documents, that document cannot be changed, altered, modified, tampered with, except in the same manner in which it was made. The same people got to come back together and change the terms of the contract and sign it again and void the old contract. You got to void the old contract. How do you void it? You can void it by changing the words, by changing the terms, by changing the structure of the contract. If all those things would change the meeting of the minds, the quid pro quo, something for something, if it would change all of that, then that contract has been altered or modified or changed and has to be signed again by the parties that made it at initial in the first place. So this is just to guide my Liberian people, because I noticed that despite the education of our Liberian leaders, people with masters and PhD, it doesn't matter. These people sit down and alter documents that have been signed and made official. And it is a crime. It is a crime. You can't do that. It is a crime. It doesn't matter who you are. It is a crime. It is fraud. It is fraud. It is crime to the people who made the document, as well as a crime to the people who the documents are made to protect, influence, lead, direct, and manage. So whenever you tamper with a document, you're doing something wrong. You are doing something against the law. You are doing something that is deceitful and treacherous and evil. You cannot tamper with documents after two people have signed it and you are not a party to that. Even if you are party to that, you got to notify the other people and they have to agree. And that document has to be changed in the same manner in which it was made. So if it was in writing, it has to be changed in writing. It cannot be changed verbally. And the two people or more people that signed it have to be the very same people that got to sign it again. So if you tamper with a document that these people have done, and they know nothing about your tampering with it, and you go and put an I to it, or you put a dot over the I, or you cross a T, or you do anything that was not officially a part of the document during its signing, you have tampered with the document. It is no more the same document that the two people signed. Once you put a dot over the I, or you put a cross over to the T, it can be the slightest thing, changing a small letter to a capital letter. Anything you do to touch that thing is fraud. And it's no longer the same document, because you are not a party to that document. And even if you are a party, you didn't notify the other parties to the document that you were making changes or alteration or modification to it. So our lawmakers, especially in Liberia, our lawmakers got to know you cannot make the law and violate the law. You cannot make the law and violate the law. Tampering with documents is part of our law. It's not in the Constitution. It may come from statute, regulation, governmental regulation. It may come from anywhere that generate laws for our nation. And as a lawmaker, you cannot break the law that you make. You cannot tamper with documents that are official documents of the Republic of Liberia that you are not a party to, nor have you notified the parties to the document that you are going to make alteration, modification, or changes to it. So here we come again to the same problem over and over again, where our leaders, though educated, are uneducated, are dummies, are ignoramuses when it comes to the law. When it comes to decency, it's just common decent practice. If you're not a part to a document, why will you make changes to the document without notifying the people that you made document alterations to the document? Why will you modify a document if you don't tell the people who made the document? That means you're a damn criminal. Because only a criminal does things like that. You get a document, you're not a part of that document. You were not part of the negotiation. You are not part of the ramifications or aspects or any aspect of the documents. You weren't. But yet the document comes before you, you read it, and you change parts in the document, and you don't tell the people. You don't tell them. You take the document and you pass it on with the people's signature on it and your alterations. And you pass it on to somebody else as the true document coming from those people. It's a crime. It's fraud. You are a deceiver. Because you added things to that document that you had no business adding things to. And that is what's happening in Liberia today. We have educated people sitting down there taking documents that they were not a part of, they had no knowledge about, but yet they're reading it and importing their own ideas and input into the documents without notifying the people who made the documents. And they're saying that they rectify it. Is that how you rectify things? In the legislature, is that how you rectify our bills and things? The president signs something, a contract, and send it to you. You change parts of the contracts, and instead of sending it back to the president to approve your changes, you take the same contract and you send it forward to be approved with your alteration to the man's signature, and the minds are not met. You thinking on one thing, the president finished signing with something else. So there are two different documents floating around in our government, and our lawmakers are the damn useless asses who causing the confusion with our laws and our legal documents. There's a problem. There's a problem, young children. There is a problem. Where our lawmakers do not know the law to the extent that they commit crimes themselves of the very laws they make. Who can help Liberia on this Christmas Eve? Who can help us? Now we got our National Election Commission chair on the run for stealing. The same damn useless, corrupt thing going on. If it's not tampering with documents, it's stealing our money, it's doing something useless and altering the budget and inflating the budget. I mean, what kind of government of these native bitches are these? What kind of native people leading our country so? Huh? It's not right. It is not right. It is not right at all. And somebody got to say so. It is not right. This is backwards stupidity. People signing, altering documents they have no business altering. People sitting down, they didn't make documents. They know nothing about the terms and negotiation of the document, but yet when the document come before them, they sit down and start adding things to the document, that their document. Then instead of notifying the people who made the document that they made changes, they take the document and send it forward with their alterations and the people's signature, and they think it's legal. It's not legal. It's a crime. It's a crime. And this is the same thing we're fighting against in our country. Crimes. And our lawmakers and officials of government are the very people violating the laws of the Republic of Liberia. Where can we turn to for justice? Who can we turn to for justice? Our judiciary is broken down. Our judges are criminals. They're stealing people's money. They're supposed to be punished. They're not punishing them. Instead of that, they got them on the bench making rulings against other people, innocent people, when they are criminals. Y'all see where our war come from? Y'all see where the coup d'etats come from? When our judiciary that's supposed to protect us with justice and the rule of law is the very institution that is so corrupt and broken down with useless fools and dummies. Who can we turn to for justice? Who can we turn to for fairness? Who can we turn to for honesty when our judiciary is broken down? Who can we turn to? Let me take a sip of my coffee, then I'll move on to my second lesson. I think I did enough on this topic. I don't beat around the bush. I don't play shenanigans. I don't like bullshit. I get straight to the point, my children. Lawmakers versus criminals of Liberia. It's a challenge. It's a challenge between the lawmakers and the criminals. Because right now, as it is, we can't tell the difference. We can't tell the difference. I was listening to Cjesson show this morning. Cjesson said you go to the prison, you can't find one official or government in prison. Only poor people in prison. So where are the criminals? If our poor people are in prison, where are the real criminals that's stealing from the Republic of Liberia? They in the government? Are they in the government? So you're telling me now, we got a problem here. We got a dilemma. We got to face. The very people that are supposed to be protecting other people stealing from us. The very people that are supposed to be in jail this Christmas are the people running around town, and our poor people are in jail. There's a confusion in the land. The criminals are free, and the honest people are in jail. There's a problem in the land. The criminals are running around, government officials, and the honest people are in jail. There's something wrong with this damn picture, my people. It's not right. Our poor people in jail, and the criminals are running our government. There is something wrong. Lawmakers versus criminals. There is something wrong. If y'all can't see it, I see it. There is something wrong. Our NEC chair alone cannot be on the run. She's just a little small criminal. She's just a little $19,000 rogue. $19,000. What about the legislators that have been there for 9 years already, going to the second term, that have ripped our country off, putting $30,000 in the budget after all of that for themselves, taking $50,000 loan, taking pickup from companies. Those are stealing from the Liberian people worse than the common thieves in our country. Our lawmakers are worse than common thieves in our country. Our people didn't die for this. Our fathers in 1980 didn't die for this. Our fathers and mothers since 1980 to this day did not die for the stealing that's going on in Liberia today. Did not die for the corruption by the lawmakers today. This is what killed our pa. This is what killed my people. We killed our people because of this. We say our people were stealing. We say our people were evil. We killed them. We put them to the pole and executed them. And these people in our government today are doing worse than what our fathers did in 1980. And we're not saying nothing about it. You're not giving me justice. You're screwing me over again. These people are stealing for us in broad open daylight. And you're killed my people. And you're letting these people, these native bitches, steal from my country like rogues and criminals. And you're killed my respectable people in 1980 on bullshit. Is this the justice the Liberian people talk about? You'll rise up against Topper and you're scared of this native man? You're scared of these native people? These people of no prestige, of no loyalty or honesty or dignity, you're scared of these people? And you'll kill our dignified people in 1980 on bullshit? Talking about stealing and nepotism and rogue and all, and you got these people leading our country. Look at behind me. Look at the roads. Look at you see, these people kill our people, say they're going to change all this shit. And look at our country. Look at my people. So stealing. Is this what we kill our people for? Is this what we had 14 years of civil war for, killing each other like dogs and animals? Is this what we died like dogs for these people to come and steal and rob everything we got? Is that what you kill our people for? Is this what you ate each other for? Is this the justice and freedom we fought for and killed each other for? Y'all give me a fucking break, my children. Excuse me. That's French. I just gotta say it as it is. Because there can be no way you killed my people and we fought a civil war for 14 years and massacre each other like dogs and animals to come here and have these bitches, these native people ruling our country like dogs, these native bitches stealing from our country like it's their country. This is what we kill our people and kill our family and destroy our country for all these many years, for these useless bitches to come and behave worse than ever before in our country. You better wake the fuck up. You better wake the fuck up. Christmas is coming. New Year is coming. You native bitches better wake the fuck up. This can't be the Liberia that my people died for. This can't be the Liberia that I stand for. You better wake your native asses up now before Christmas comes. Let me take a break because I want to know who can save Liberia. (2022) must be a new year in Liberia history, society, and nation. 2022 must signify a new era for the Liberian people. 2022 must signify a change in the direction and trajectory of our lives on this earth. We can't go on. We cannot go on And I am here to save Liberia. Where others have failed, I will take the place to save Liberia. I am not a failure. I am not a bullshitter. Neither am I a damn rogue. 2022 will change the direction of my country and my people. And I'm calling upon you all to wake the fuck up and follow me. The time of the Liberian people is now. Aluta! Continue. Have a good day. And think about it. My time is now.